Coach Julius here. We're going to talk about a topic called entrepreneur suffering, right? Maybe like you, some of us who have now gone and ventured into different entrepreneurships have probably failed. You've probably blew crypto accounts, I have. You've probably blew Forex accounts, I have. You've probably lost houses, I have as well. And you've probably gone through things because you were in a pursuit and there was missing links, right? And I want to just talk about that quickly, right? That suffering to an entrepreneur brings hunger and skills and internal direction, right? Suffering is a very big part of the entrepreneur's game. You see, if you're going to become wealthy, you want to have that mindset where you are becoming resourceful. You can have an internal change that is able to produce resourcefulness inside of you. As I spoke last time, being wealthy is not about having resources, it's becoming resourceful, right? And success is not a destination or a vision, it's a direction, right? And a produce, okay? So the first thing we're going to talk about is that we know entrepreneurs there to create profit out of a transaction by selling a product for a purpose and repeating the process to leverage wealth and security status, right? You're building money that is secure. It's running at its own inflation, right? It is its own circulations. You come to a point that you reach security where you don't have to put input anymore. It runs by itself, okay? That is when you get wealth statures, right? But your wealthiness starts right now inside of who you are, what you produce, your service, your attitude, your character, right? You build from that platform and then it reciprocates as you manifest it with your hands in the marketplace, okay? So an entrepreneur that works for money is taxed by money and is owned by inflation. So that's the first thing. If you're a self-employed, you're not an entrepreneur. You're a slave to money, right? Because tax and money, inflation is going to hit you the hardest, right? But an entrepreneur that uses debt to leverage hard assets escapes taxes and inflation because money now works for you and the asset is producing leverage, okay? So you're no longer falling under the inflation. Remember, your money is not in the fiat currency. It is not running. Depending on where you are investing, it's not losing its buying power because you have hard assets, which is real estate. So what backs up inflation? Either gold or hard assets, right? You own them, then you have power over the purchase of money. You own money in the world's inflation, or we would say the circulation of money. You're losing buying power of 15% per year, right? But we know the SP 500 is going up 12% per annum, right? And real estate goes up 7-8% a year, okay? So I would rather invest into hard assets. So now, what is it that I'm trying to teach? Leveraging over inflation is important. I would have an entrepreneur mindset over employee. Debt with purpose over to be a slave to the rat race. As you guys know, the Rich Dad Poor Dad's a very important book to read. Rich Dad says we own leverage. Poor Dad says I'm in debt, okay? So, in order for us to understand that the failure is there to see where's the error in your character, it's there to expose a greater potential gift of what you can produce. And as you keep compounding that skill, it's eventually going to pay off. It's going to start multiplying through your hand. Stay blessed. Coach Julius here. Set up and let's build your own mentorship program. Let's get you to the top. Let's get your mindset right.